Welcome back, Know It Alls. Thanks for listening to the show. And as always, give us some feedback about what we are doing so we can make sure you're having a good time listening to us.
You ready to consent?
Oh, fuck, got it.
Mm.
Consent culture.
You guys and accepting. Hmm.
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 Who truly is the power given? Is it the one who gives it or the one who receives it? It's the one who gives it. That's right.
I'm more of a receiver myself.
It is
So,
better
hey,
to receive than to give. Is oh wait, I don't think that's it.
uh, I don't know. So it's nice to have you back face to face here.
It's
Hmm.
just lovely.
Lovely.
Well indeed.
So, do you want to talk
So
about school, work, your
I
kid?
could, yeah, fuck, I can talk about everything. What do you
Nice.
want to talk
Um,
about?
so you're currently taking new courses, right? To like better yourself with your current job. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes. My current career, I am currently pursuing a Class A gas license.
And
I
I don't know
currently
what.
possess a I currently possess a Class B, and I'm a journeyman plumber. So
Okay.
just
So you're
makes
gonna.
me a superpower. It's like a superpower. I get a cape and I wear a hat, maybe spandex. I'm not sure yet.
You gotta wear the span. You're not a superhero without spandex. Or I guess nowadays it's like black leather. Do you ever
Oh, I could pull that off. Brown leather makes looks better with the shit.
do you ever think and wonder how like Spider-Man is like 16 years old, but his like sewing skills are impeccable? Like
That
for
kid is off the chain. I need
right?
that fucker to make me a suit. I
Yeah,
tell
no
you right
shit. I
now.
mean, I guess if they use the MCU, like Tony Stark giving him a suit, he's like even better. But like most times, Spider-Man's just a 16-year-old kid who doesn't get a suit from Tony Stark, but the dude can like that dude is better than a grandma who can crochet. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely. Even though that would have been magical if it was first suit was crocheted.
that would be amazing. You ever see that crochet like bikini? Fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
So gorgeous. Or the
Fucking
man
crocheted the crocheted child.
yeah, or
That's disgusting and creepy.
the mankini. It's like the Borat bikini but crocheted. Beautiful.
Oh my god, no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
All the hair poking out. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a bad one. That'd be a bad one to wear.
And just the
Ooh.
nugs don't quite sit snug down below, so they're sort of hanging out the sides, sort of like my French underwear, like my nuts hanging out. Yeah, crocheted man,
Right?
sexy as
just
fuck.
just the dirty little ones hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's a visual.
With your school, you're gonna stay at your current city, you think, or is because you're pretty much set now. You
Uh,
you like where you are.
I do like where I'm at. I like where I'm working.
Yeah. You said
I
your
really
boss is like
like.
a superhero.
Oh, my boss is the fucking jam, man. And
Yeah.
everybody wants this dude as your boss. He's fucking great. I don't know, super respectful, pays me good,
Is
treats me
he
good.
is he paying for your schooling?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, okay. So currently, right now in Nova Scotia,
yeah.
no apprenticeship is paying for school. You don't pay for
Okay.
school for no, but you still got to buy your books and all that shit. And so he's bought like my code books, which was like $800 worth of books.
Jesus.
Uh, he helped me out with giving me all my books for school. I only had to pay for one module, which was like $160. So pretty small investment for. If I was in Alberta, this would be costing me probably about $6,000 to $7,000 to
Jesus.
pursue just to do the school and get all my books. And then I'd have to, I couldn't do it while I was working. Currently, I can do it online. So I'm still working full time and get my school done. And just even to have the opportunity, like I was out west for 20 years, man, doing this shit. My father was a first class gas, and it was never offered to me. It was never made available to me. And 4 months after working for this guy here, he's like, I need you to get your first class gas.
Do you think
And I
it's
was
a
like,
genitals thing?
awesome. I do think it's a genitals thing because out west it's a lot more of an old boys club. than out here. And my boss is pretty young. Like, he's early 30s. Like, this guy's got his fucking shit together, and he's just a baby, but he's doing great. You know what I mean? And
Fuck, I don't even have my shit
great.
together yet.
Me neither. Fuck, I work for him.
I don't even work for him. That's how low down the chain I
am. You want to. So once you sell, you come get a work in here. I'll get you a job in a heartbeat. Then we'll go to Bulgaria. All right. Done. Well, you pick. I don't give a fuck where we go. So no, he's pretty sweet. And like, the opportunities here are just crazy right now because of how much there's a shortage of pipe trades out east.
Yeah.
Versus, like, I know that there's a lot of cry for workers in Alberta right now, but the only reason being is because the war in Russia. Let's be honest. It's not because the economy magically suckled itself out of a shithole. No, it's because the fucking, Putin went shit nuts, so Alberta got some work out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at. Where Nova Scotia's booming. Like, people are moving here. I think it was how they handled the pandemic. It's a pretty big thing. Like, people from Ontario made their fucking real estate millions and just bought the shit out of Nova Scotia. And now they want to renovate, so doing a lot of like gas swap outs. Like, out here, there's a lot of oil that they use for heating. And so we do a lot of change outs to propane and shit. So it's been an interesting change of pace. But in the long run, like, let's be honest, I'm a 46-year-old fucking woman. I can't see me slinging wrenches for much longer than like a few more years. You know what I mean?
What's the plan after that? The Bulgaria.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking
bed and
open a
breakfast.
B&B. Yeah, that's what I thought. I fucking make pie, real good pie. Yeah. I know you got it. Yeah, I'm an expert.
I've eaten a couple pies. I'd have to say that. I wanted to stop at one slice, and then I looked over and thought, wow, that's empty, and I'm fucking disgusting. And then my kid is like, hey, is Dora gonna make more stuff? I'm like, she's not my slave, man. Like learn how to bake. To my kid, she goes,
right,
I'll never bake that good. I was like, it's baked that well. You also don't speak English very well, so shut up and learn. She's like, I'm 9, leave me alone. It's like, whatever, man.
Where else was she gonna get cronuts from? That girl knew what side her bread was buttered on, or what side her bread was baked on. That girl knew it.
And every time I put my plates away in my cupboard, I have the little tiny canning containers you gave me with like they're just
little treats.
Yeah. Every time I look at it, I was like, oh, I should mail those back, but then they won't remind me of her if they're gone. So I'm just gonna keep them in my cupboard.
I'll keep them in my cupboard.
Yeah. So there's like
my true signature, a mason jar. That is truly my signature. I swear to God.
Yeah, the mini mason jars. But yeah, it's like three or four times a day I get reminded of Dora. So I was like, oh, I'll just keep these.
That had such good creme anglaise in there too. Oh God, those were some good stuff in them jars. Yum.
The other reminder was my herpes flare up, but that doesn't happen as often, right?
I told you we don't talk about that on the recording part.
Well, you know what? People have a right to know that if I'm going to be reminded of Dora, it's either from the mini mason jars or the festering boils on the tip of my wang.
You're very welcome. You earned it.
I did.
Earned every single welt on
that. That was the hardest 4 minutes of my life. I'm not going to lie.
Just so happy I'm only a carrier, Just so happy.
Lucky you. I think I've probably given your gift to at least 3 dozen women at this point. So, you know what?
Sorry, Lloyd.
Oh no, I've gone out of Lloyd now. Edmonton, Warman. Yeah, it's a Saskatoon.
Oh, fuck, you just can't shit where you eat no more.
Oh man, it's the gift that truly does keep on giving. I hope.
It'll be Dora Simplex C.
Well, my doctor did wonder why it was so resilient to any sort of medication. So.
Oh my God,
it's a special
terrible.
Strain, let me tell you.
Okay, now listen to everybody. I've never even had a fucking cold sore. He's a liar. He's a dirty liar. He got it from some bitch in, I don't know. What's a good town? What town did you say? Warwin?
Warman, Provost, Meadow Lake.
There you go. Oh, it's coming definitely from Provost. Straight up.
I'm not going to lie.
Deep in the pro of the most.
I've made my rounds. I have made my rounds.
You slut.
Yeah, I'm like a doctor on like a super overtime, Except instead of healing people, I'm sort of unhealing people.
You're like, I'm just passing the herb.
Yeah.
Just gonna pass it along.
Yeah. This is
Johnny Appleseed, you are.
Yeah. All right.
Dora Simplex C. Terrible.
Enough of the lies.
That's right.
Or the half truths. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
He does have herpes. He just didn't get it from me.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh my god.
Occasionally I wear protection, so it doesn't go to everyone, right?
Oh well, that's nice. It's like kind of like a luck of the draw kind of thing. Whoever draws the short straw.
Yeah. I mean, I usually tend to bang them at least more than 3 times, so they have a higher chance of contracting something.
Not bad. You stick to it, dedicated. I like the way you work.
Yeah. Hey, well, I'm a laser focused on doing just that.
Oh my god, terrible.
So, I went to Europe a couple weeks,
Yeah.
about a month ago. And before I went, this isn't even a Europe discussion, but there was a guy in my restaurant. So I'm sitting there, working. There's one of my employees working beside me, and there's this old guy laying outside on the outside of like just the sidewalk where I've got my two double glass doors, right? And he's laying on his side and he's digging his hands into the foundation under the brick. And he keeps pulling out sand and dirt and little rocks. Like he's digging and digging. And I'm like,
no.
what the fuck is going on? Right. And a customer comes in, they go, what's up with that? I go, I don't know. I thought he was waiting for someone. He sort of got like a Tim Hortons drink there that he keeps drinking. I think he's waiting for somebody and he's just bored. Right. And then he comes inside.
That's some bored. That's some real bored.
He comes inside with a handful of all the rocks and shit that he got out from under the foundation and his drink. And I'm wondering, like, dude, what you doing? Like, do you need me to call you a cab? You waiting for a ride? He's like, no, I'm totally fine. I'm good. And then he starts like doing gibberish or maybe a language I don't understand.
Ooh,
I mean,
he's real good.
I've
got doing good.
I've got a pretty good ear for accents, and I think maybe this one was mentally challenged. It's nothing I recognized.
A little manic, a little associative disorder, whatever.
Yeah, so I asked him to go put the rocks back underneath the foundation. So he scooped them all up and he goes outside and he like starts tucking them back in underneath, like, because the sidewalk is sort of pulling away from the wall of the restaurant, right? So there's a little tiny cubby that you can, like, a child's hand would fit in it. My hand wouldn't, but he pinched his fingers so close together and just wedged it. I thought he was going to get his wrist stuck, like trying to get it out, but he just filled all the rocks back in. And then he came back inside and he had this necklace with him. And he starts telling me a story about how he made this necklace for his daughter, but he doesn't know where she lives. And
my God, probably for good reason.
It was in a little plastic thing, like as if he bought it from like a craft fair. So it's not like he made it, but I think somebody at a craft fair gave it to him, and he says he made it for his daughter.
It's the thought that counts.
And then he's just like walking around in circles in my lobby, and I'm just like, hey dude, you gotta leave. Like I can't have this anymore. You gotta leave. So he goes back outside and now he's leaning against the wall where he was digging. And then my employee got back from a delivery and she's a 16-year-old girl. She pulls up right in front. He walks over to a window and he starts pounding on it, right? So I run outside right away and I grab him, I pull away. It's like, hey dude, that's like a 16-year-old girl. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of my parking lot. Like, that's not cool. And he's like, oh, I thought it was my daughter. I thought it was my daughter. And then he starts getting his hands and he starts hitting himself in the head and saying, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. This happens all the time. I'm so stupid. Meanwhile, my employee is just in her car with the window rolled up, horrified that this guy's beating himself in the face while I'm yelling at him to get the fuck out of the parking lot. And I was like, wow, this is very much more exciting than a normal day. And I could actually do this every day, but it doesn't happen every day, unfortunately. But
no, that's good. That's good.
He ended up throwing the necklace package on the ground, picked up his Tim Hortons, which was empty. He walked towards my garbage bins in the side parking lot and started kicking the garbage bins and hit himself in the head. And then he threw the plastic Tim Hortons thingy into the garbage can and just kept walking. And then my employee got out of the car, and then I was like, hey, I know you just went through some shit and it's not cool, but I got you this. And I gave her the necklace that was
no, you fucking didn't.
She told me to fuck myself, but also thank you for making the crazy guy stop banging on her window. We had a laugh, and then life was just fucking normal after that.
Oh my God. Give me the necklace. Jesus.
It's not as good as
swab that shit down.
It's not as good as your crackhead stealing your kid's Xbox as you're traveling across country. But
I was supposed to say, but now we solved the mystery where you got the herpes. That fucking necklace, that's where you got it from.
Oh, that's where I got it. I know I shouldn't have put that in my mouth. I knew it at the time, but I couldn't resist.
Just shoving it in your urethra. You're like, oh, I love the burn.
Well, it was shaped like a mini penis. What else are you supposed to do with it?
I made it for my kid. Ah,
God, good times.
fuck me. Yeah, look, now we have our own crackhead stories, right?
Right? Yeah, I mean, yours is probably better than mine because
That's still such a surreal event, man. That was crazy. Oh, mine was an actual fucking crackhead. Oh yeah.
mine
Oh
was
yeah.
just mentally not stable.
He just picked the wrong fucking day and the wrong woman.
I don't know. I think things worked out pretty good for him. I mean,
Oh my god. Well, he didn't die,
and
so it worked
someone
out
gave him
well
Tim
for him.
Hortons. He could have added a couple cool rocks to his rock collection.
Oh my god, that's terrible. That's terrible.
It reminded me this time these two people came into my restaurant. I was there with two employees and they were 100% inebriated.
Okay.
And the girl comes up to me and says, I'd like to order, a pepperoni and jalapeno pizza. So I was like, all right, no problem. And, I read it back to her and then I tell her the total. And she's like, I'm not paying you. And I was like, I'm not making it. And the guy's like, you owe it to her. I was like, excuse me? He's like, you owe it
What?
to her. Yeah. I was like, what? Did I make a mistake somewhere? Like, what are you talking about? He's like,
Yeah.
you took her land. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I,
Shut
I had to
up.
stand
Oh
there for
my
a second
god.
to try and be as politically correct as possible without offending anybody. And I'm just like, I wasn't alive 500 years ago. I didn't take shit from anyone. If you want pizza, you're gonna have to pay for it, right? And that's just it. And
It's a
I'm
hard fact.
right.
It's a hard fact to life. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There's not much I can do for you other than that. I mean, that's it. And the guy's like,
Oh my god.
I protect her. I do. I was like, that's awesome. Like, you're a good friend. He's like, her dad used to rape her. And I was like, that's fucking horrible. That's like the worst thing I could think of
Is
right
this
now.
happening at your front counter? This is like happening at
front counter, middle of the afternoon, guy and girl. And he's like, yeah, her dad used to do that to her, and I protect her now. I was like, you are an awesome friend. Like, that's great. I still am
still not giving you pizza.
Right? Like, that's a sad story.
You're like, great story, pal. You know, sucks, but
and so
I give you an apple pie.
Currently I can, but back then I couldn't. And as I'm standing there, he backs away from her and he looks down on the floor and I look and she just started urinating through her jeans onto my lobby floor.
Oh no.
So there's urine down her leg all in the lobby. And I was like, you guys really need to get out of here now. Like, that's not cool. I'll call you a cab, but you gotta go. You gotta leave.
Like, now you owe me.
Yeah. I showed them the door. I locked it. I called the cab. And like, I had mopped up the front and my employees were like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, this is new for me. Right. Little did I know a couple years later there'd be a crackhead, but this is new for me at the time. And the cab company shows up like in a van and he comes out and he opens the side door for them. And then the guy gets in and the girl covered in piss starts to get in and he just grabbed her by like her scruff and throws her onto the concrete and then grabs the other guy and throws him out, closes the door, gets in and drives away. I was like, well, I guess he doesn't want piss covered people in his car, right? Obviously.
Oh my god.
Because out here you buy for that company, you buy, it's your car. When you work for that company, it's not a company car, it's yours. You have their logos.
Want that. No.
Yeah, you have their logos on it, but it's your car. And so I had the door locked. They kept coming to the front door and like looking through and like, it's daytime. It's light. It's not tinted. It's all glass. And they're like looking inside as if they can't see anyone. I'm like 5 feet away mopping. I'm like, you guys got to go. Like, you got to go. And they're just standing there. And then my friend's like, I'm going to call the cops because they're just going to be a menace. Right. And he's friends with the cops. So he had one of them like on speed dial. So he called them and he said, yeah, well, we'll send a car. Like, we'll get them off your property and we'll make sure they're okay. And yeah, a customer was trying to get in the door while they were standing there. So I opened the door for her and she came in and I locked it. And I was like, I'm not locking you in here. Like, I'm not kidnapping you. I just don't want them in here. She looked at me. She was,
I gonna get a free pizza.
Yeah, she just peed all over my lobby. So we just called the cops. So I just, just don't stand right there. Stand around. And yeah, here's your food. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with this. She goes, no, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this. And I was like, well,
that was nice.
In all fairness, I did steal her land, right? So that is my punishment, I guess.
You sack of shit. You're lucky she only just pissed in there. I'd have taken a shit.
Yeah. Well, just to punish myself, I took a shit right after and I cleaned it up without a mop, just using my hands. I figured it's the least I could do for what I had
Nice.
previously done to
Nice.
her.
That's good retribution. That's a good
Well,
one. Like
I would
it.
say being there 15 years and only having like those two incidences
You
was like,
doing good. You
I
doing
think
good.
in my town, yeah, I hear horror stories. A girl just got stabbed at 7-Eleven, went to the hospital because someone came in and stabbed her. And then he locked himself in a storage room instead until the cops came. He locked
I
himself.
seen a guy got tased in the middle of a dinner service on a Thursday night at the park when I was still head chef there.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
Yep. And like the chick RC was like 5 foot fuck all. He was a big boy. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, is she gonna spider monkey this fucker? And she did. And then she
Nice.
don't tase me, bro, and fuck down for the count. It was beautiful.
It's nice when things work out.
Right?
Right?
I've seen a lot of crazy meth heads around the VLTs. They're crazy. I've seen people piss themselves in the VLTs. Lots.
You see,
You're like, oh, that's
you're
the bar
working,
though. That's the bar.
yeah, you're working at a bar. Like I moved to Alberta. Like,
It's a pizza.
This
Yeah.
shit doesn't happen in BC. Like I don't recall ever seeing shit that I see out here out there. It just doesn't.
Well, yeah.
Like maybe
Drugs are a hell of a thing, man.
yeah. I bet you have a billion stories about drunk people and VLTs and pissing and getting tased.
Oh, fuck, so many. And that's just my staff. Like,
Yeah,
we're not
and
even talking about the public. Fuck, man.
And then that's your podcast. Just, Dora's
Nightmares
stories.
from the dark side. Yeah, Dora's stories. Oh my god. Well, I'd have a lot of content anyway.
That's not a bad thing. I mean, that's what people want, right? Content.
Yeah, I guess.
Content.
It's all about content.
Yeah.
One chapter would just be talking about Carnival shit. That'd be like a week's worth of shit.
The Carnival came to town, the parking lot Carnival, not the one at the exhibition ground.
Yeah, not the good one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess the good one, whatever. But all the complaints this year, I guess COVID really fucked with their livelihood, obviously, right?
Oh yeah.
And their price to get in, like there's a gate charge now to get in.
Oh.
Just to get in. Even if you want to just go buy mini donuts and not ride rides, they charge you just to go through the gate. And then they charge you for rides and stuff.
In the parking lot one?
Yeah. No, in the exhibition grounds. It's like $25 just to get through the gate without even buying anything. That's just
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, every person's $25. So a family of 4, you're paying $100 before you can get on a ride.
Wow. And that's not even buying a ride ticket.
That's nothing. Yeah.
So you can't just walk the midway.
Nope, I didn't even go this year.
That's
I was like,
fucking
no.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna hurt their shit, man. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. The parking lot one, I think, is free to get into, and then it's just like a ride pass is $50 for the day, which is still astronomical for the zipper.
For what they got. Yeah, right? 2 fucking rides. Unless you're, I don't know. Yeah, the parking lot ones never really made much sense to get a ride pass for. We had one here in, so in like, you'd think there'd be like a decent fare that comes here.
Well, it's a big city, right?
Well, so you think, right? Like for a town with such a rich history of explosions, they love their fucking fireworks. They love anything that blows up. So, well, maybe there we go. This is like a fucking pattern here.
It's in their blood.
It's in their blood. So, like, the fair comes in, and it's a fucking parking lot fair in like some ramshackle asphalt lot in Dartmouth that's not like crumbling. And it's like, I was like, they didn't even have fucking mini donuts. Me and the kid are all pumped. I'm like, oh, we're not going to hit, we're eating rides. We're going there for mini donuts and lemonade slushies.
Yeah, and like wiggle chips or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Nothing.
Weird.
They had a spiralized potato.
Okay.
That wasn't even fully cooked. They sold it to him for $11. One fucking potato.
Raw wiggle.
Yeah, I wasn't there when he made that. Yeah, I didn't make that choice.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Is that what you mean by wiggle chips?
Yeah, they're the ripply chips they put on the I don't know what it is, like the peeler, and they wind it and it cuts it like a ribbon.
Spiralizer, yes.
Yeah. So they were called the wiggle chips, and then a couple years later at the fair out here, they called them ribbon chips.
Oh, so you know what we call those at the park?
Hmm.
Tornado fries.
Oh, yours sounds way cooler.
Thank you.
Do you put seasoning on it, like salt and vinegar or dill pickle? Yep. Yeah, that's what they do.
And we deep fry the shit out of them, and now we do a poutine with them.
That works.
It does work. Or I guess it's them now. It's no longer we. Look at me just fucking still on the ship. Boom. Yeah. Still the captain.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they look up to you like that. You could walk in and take over any day, right?
Oh fuck, my old right hand man, who's the head chef now, he still fucking calls me twice a month at least. Oh, I needed help with this. I haven't made this before. I got my fall menu. I was like, don't make a fucking summer menu. Make a fucking fall menu. I said, everybody's just coming out of this shit now. Don't go crazy. Just keep making your fucking burgers. Don't worry about shit. Put something with stew on it in the fucking fall. Chili.
Yep.
Done.
Easy.
You know, like, don't overthink it. Fuck me. It's small town Alberta. If the shit doesn't moo, and sorry, vegans, but fuck if there doesn't come with a steak on the plate. Like, you know what the best pizza fucking would be ever in the middle of Alberta? If it was a beef dip. If you honestly had a fucking pizza with steak, Swiss or Mott's, and with an au jus dip, Jesus Christ, you couldn't keep it on the shelf. You couldn't keep it in a box.
We had a baked potato pizza, baked potato and steak. So jalapeno ranch, baby potatoes, steak, banana peppers, and onions.
That sounds good.
Sold like crazy, but we got rid of it so that we could have more vegan stuff.
God love cauliflower.
And artichokes. No. Can't go wrong with artichokes.
Fuck.
Like, how many people sit at home thinking to themselves, you know what I could really go for is artichokes on a pizza. That's like the best.
So you know what I haven't had in forever? Artichokes.
On a pizza.
On a pizza.
Yeah. Fucking morons.
Oh my God, I feel for you, man. I'm gonna start practicing voodoo. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn some witchcraft, all right? And I'm just gonna start sending some shit your way. Good stuff. Yeah. We're gonna have to figure out something.
Most of my stuff is pretty good in life. Most.
Yeah.
I just got to deal with just
stuff.
Really
bad marketing girls.
You know, it's like you look at your clientele and you think, how can I market to none of you and spend all my money? And that's what they do.
It kills me for a brand that's trying to go so far. Why you focus on, oh my God, like one city.
Yeah.
One city. And then that's it. That's how it's all going to be. That's the model. There you guys go.
Well, I always say, like,
the fucking mold.
When you're looking at Coca-Cola, that's where like 90% of their marketing dollars go is marketing Coke, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to market Coke. Everybody likes Coke. Everybody drinks Coke. You don't need to market it, but that's still where all their dollars go. Can you imagine somebody in the Coca-Cola company going to a meeting and saying, all right, guys, I think we should really focus 90% of our marketing dollars towards diet ginger ale? Because there's a couple people out there that like diet ginger ale. Yep. How long do you think they'd have a job for?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, absolutely. They'd be firing squad. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh,
they drink Pepsi for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. And unfortunately, other companies will be like, you know what? Let's spend all of our money on the 2% of our customers. Because we could turn that 2 into a 4. Right? That's doubling.
Right. And in 20 years, we might have a 10% market share.
Right?
Hopefully, if we're still around.
Meanwhile, the other 96% are just like, hey, I'm going to go across the street because they offer me cool shit.
Right.
Whatever, though.
People just want a couple big pepperoni pizzas, a couple bottles of pop, and some fucking Cinnabread.
Well, they want beer and pizza. Night. That would be the ultimate
win.
They do.
Oh, it would be. If you could sell liquor, you'd be fucking done. Fuck the vegans. Tell you right now.
Vegan beer, baby.
Vegan beer. Gluten free.
On a separate note, I was first thing this morning, got to work and I was going to the bathroom and I was doing one of those number 2s, they call them, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay,
so
sure.
I'm sitting down.
I think I've heard of them before.
And well, I mean, it was a pleasure to sit down this time because usually in the summer my restaurant's really, really hot, you know, like 31 degrees, and there's certain appendages on my body that hang lower, right?
But they go for a swim.
They were dangling, you know, almost every day in the water, and I got so tired of it. I had to wash them every day. Like, I mean, I do wash them every day, but I had to wash them every time I was at work. Like, I changed the water setting, right?
Oh,
you know what I mean? So
you lowered the water.
I lowered the water. So today was quite the pleasure. I sat down, but then I grabbed the toilet paper dispenser and I tapped it a little bit to grab a couple squares. And I think somebody fucking lubed it up because I pulled on it and like 2/3 of the roll just kept going and going and going. It's like on the ground. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna wipe my ass with toilet paper that was on the ground
Oh
next to the toilet.
no!
Right?
Oh my
That's I may as well
god!
dunk my fucking balls in the water like I've been doing. There's no
And
difference.
then lick the side of the toilet.
Right?
Jesus Christ! Oh.
Right? And then give myself more herpes, right? If that's even possible.
Oh, I don't know, but a couple of simplexes. You can put a couple of them on there.
So yeah,
Yeah, A,
I
B,
couldn't
C.
I couldn't use one hand to tear the square because every time I did it, it would just start unraveling and unraveling. So I had to put one hand on the roll, one hand to rip it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I use this thing every day. And why the hell is it so lubricated? It just blew my mind. I think somebody seriously just sprayed like, Pam or something on it just for shits and giggles. It kept going and going and going. I just like watch it like dumbfounded, unraveling onto the floor. It's like,
Oh
why is
my
this even a
god!
thing right now? Why is this
Some
happening?
woman did that. Some woman did that because she's like, listen, because you just said I was only going for a couple of squares, so maybe that thing was stuck and you didn't know. And then there's a woman there going, we don't stop at 1 or 2 squares. We stop at 1 or 3 wraps around the fucking hand. You know what I mean? So
Uh,
that's
I,
pretty funny though.
I spent a couple nights dressed as a woman. I can tell you, I know what you mean. It wasn't by
There's
choice.
we have
I
a
was
lot of
asked.
wiping area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, except I kept doing back to front and I kept getting slapped. No, bad
That
dog,
is a
bad. I was like, all right, all right.
That's how you get infections. Mm.
Yeah. Between
Don't
that
want
and
poop. You don't want poop in the hoo ha.
between poop and the hoo-ha and my herpes, it's just bad. All of it is just bad.
Look at the public service that we're doing for everybody right now.
Yeah.
Talking about the dangers of poop and the hoo ha, which is bad, kids.
Yeah.
And herpes, stay away. It's
And
bad too.
watch out for mental health. If guys are laying down next to your restaurant, digging away the foundation and trying to smack windows of 16-year-old girls and handing out necklaces that belong to his daughter,
Yes.
somebody needs to get taken care of. Right?
Mental health awareness.
Mental health
Let's
awareness.
talk.
He was hard to talk to. And remember, if you're going to steal someone's,
oh my god.
it's very important to let them urinate in your restaurant as well.
Well, if you'd have made him a pizza, she wouldn't have pissed. Actually, you don't know. She probably still would have.
I mean, if I made it and she paid for it and then she pissed, would I still have kicked her out? Because she's technically a customer at that point, and the customer's always right, always right. And if they believe that your lobby's a toilet, they believe your lobby's a toilet.
And you've made some mistakes. You've made some poor life choices.
Yeah. Well, enough of the cross-dressing, herpy given, land stealing, lobby, mental health.
Wow.
What else you got going on?
Oh, what else do I got going on? I don't know, just working a lot, I guess. Getting closer to buying the house, saving money.
Good.
I've gone on a don't use Uber Eats diet, which is good. So I've been forcing myself to cook. I kind of got into a really lazy habit of just, I don't know, ordering everything.
Yeah, but
and still buying but I'm still buying groceries like a retard. So, and then delivery fees, I'm just so fucking over delivery fees. So now I've just been going out and getting stuff.
Does your food actually arrive?
Yes. And depends on what time I call. So if it's like a late night, oh my God, I just had a big old doobie and I got the munchies hard and I wanted like a midnight McDonald's crush. Those orders usually show up or don't show up and are fucked up when they do. Those ones are the bad ones. And then I get a lot. Wait,
are they fucked up because they're fucked up, or are you so high you don't realize that's what you ordered?
Well, they miss stuff, or they're missing stuff. Or I've had one where the drink was all dumped in the bag. I was like, why would you hand this to somebody? You don't hand that to somebody.
Well, I mean, I work with these people. I work with those companies. I don't willingly work with them. I don't have a choice. But they don't give a fuck. They're not trained in customer service. They're not trained in food handling.
They do not give a fuck.
And we used to, because the way those companies work is they will build a restaurant if a customer gets wrong food or late food or no food. They build a restaurant.
Oh, what?
So yeah, they'll
even if it's the fucking driver.
The driver's not at fault because that's their company. They will give you your money back, and then they won't pay me for the order because your driver didn't drop it off, right? So what I've been doing is like, I personally know that I made these 3 packs of wings. I was like, who the fuck would pay $14 for a pack of wings through this company? We can get it through us for $10. So they ordered 3 packs of wings. I was like, you're wasting so much money. And
Yeah.
I made the wings, I packed up the wings, I gave the driver the wings, and then not even 20 minutes later, there was a complaint on the website saying that they didn't get one of their packs of wings. So then the company reimbursed the customer and then took it out of my pocket. So now I have a piece of paper that sits by the till, and anytime a third-party delivery person picks up an order, they have to sign their name and they have to check
Good.
off all the stuff I'm giving them.
Good.
And guess
Yeah.
how
So
many
that's your go.
Guess-
Sorry.
no, guess how many in 3 months, guess how many times a customer has said they did not get something?
I'm gonna say 0 times since you
Zero.
started that.
So I know it's not customers. It's the fucking Uber drivers that are stealing shit.
Absolutely,
They
it
don't
is.
get in
Of
trouble
course
for
it
it.
is. They don't give a shit. They're fucking eating stuff.
Yeah.
I had one where I was like, they opened my fucking shit. I knew they opened my shit. I was like, that's not cool, man. Like the little sticker on my bag was broke. I was like,
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah,
Not
our
good.
head office sent out a bunch of stickers that we're supposed to put over top of them to keep it all sealed. And I was like, we don't do this for our regular orders. Why are we doing this for these? People are stealing. I was like, why are we still using these? I don't fucking
I don't
fathom.
get it either. I don't either. Like they should be gone.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my rant on that. All right, so I guess that's probably a wrap on that one, right?
Looks like it. I don't know how much more there is to go. Herpes A, C, B, simplex, Dora,
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, if you need if more herpes in your life, or more discussion about herpes,
Well, you know where to find me.
Answers for Everything has all your needs. So I'm gonna say peace out, know-it-alls, and chat with you next week.
Sounds good. Take it easy.
Peace.